नमस्कार. तुमच्या सगळ्यांचो येवकार. आज एक खाशेली आमची कार्यावळ जी आमच्या भारत सरकाराचो एक नवो प्रकल्प आसा, युवा विज्ञान कार्यक्रम. युविका हे नावाचो हो प्रकल्प आसा. हाजेर आधारित आयची खाशेली कार्यावळ. आज आमी आमच्या स्टुडियोंत हांगा मुद्दम मुलाखत घेवपाक आनी थोडेशे इन्फॉर्मेशन, नॉलेज, विज्ञान तुमचे कडेन पावोवपाक, शेअर करपाक 3 सायंटिस्ट आपयल्ले आसात. पण सायंटिस्ट म्हणजे तसले सायंटिस्ट न्ही की तुमकां पळयले की एकदम मनान एक तुमकां विचार येतले की धवे केसांचे सायंटिस्ट, व्हडले कोट घालून ते लॅबोरेटरीन बसून प्रयोग करतात, तसले सायंटिस्ट न्ही. हे आज वेगळेच तरेचे सायंटिस्ट जे एक दीस खूब व्हडले सायंटिस्ट जावपाचे आसा, हातून कांयच शंका ना. आमी येवकार करया आमच्या ह्या कार्यावळींत आमचे यंग सायंटिस्ट जे खूब गोंयचें नांव खूप वयले मळार व्हरून प्रसिद्ध करून आयिल्ले आसात. आमचे 3 गोंयचे यंग सायंटिस्ट हांची वळख हांव तुमकां करून दितां कार्यावळ सुरू करचे पयलीं. पयले सुवातेर आसा सनद बाळेगिरी, मागीर आसा ब्रिजाली देरगुणकर आनी स्टीव नेथन डसा. हे 3 भुरगीं खूब आमचे गोंयचें नांव बरें सामके एक प्रसिद्ध करून आयिल्ले आसात. हांची आज आमी मुलाखत घेतले. ताचे पयलीं तांची वळख तांच्याच तोंडांतल्यान करून घेवया. सनद बालेगिरी, आपल्या बद्दल थोडेशें कितें तरी आमच्या दर्शकांक सांग.
माझे नाव सनद बालेगिरी आणि हांव डॉक्टर केशव बलराम हेडगेवर हायस्कुलात शिकता. 10th स्टँडर्डात आसात हांव. आणि म्हाका खूब आय एम फिलिंग व्हेरी लकी टू बी हियर टू टेल अबाउट माय एक्सपिरियन्सेस टू बी इन इस्रो. And I'm very excited to tell each and everything what happened over there to the audience over here and to my friends who are watching this.
Yes. वेलकम सनद. फुडले सुवातेचेर आसा ब्रिजाली देरगुणकर. ब्रिजाली बाय, आपली वळख आमच्या दर्शकांक करून दी आनी तुका कितें आवडटा तुजे बद्दल थोडें सांग, आमकां कळूंक जाय.
गुड इवनिंग. म्हाजें नांव ब्रिजाली देरगुणकर आनी हांव गव्हर्मेंट हायस्कूल तारमाता भिलेज उरला हांगा शिकता. आनी म्हाजी हॉबी जी आसा ती डान्स. म्हाका सायन्सानूय इंट्रस्ट आसा, पूण म्हाजी चड हॉबी म्हटल्यार चड इंट्रस्ट आसा तो डान्सान आसा. आनी म्हाका डान्स करपाक आवडटा आनी हांव डान्सान चड कथक शिकता. आनी कथकान म्हाका टॅलंट सर्चाक सुद्दां प्रायज मेळ्ळें आसा. आनी आमचे म्हटल्यार कथक जे आसा ते म्हटल्यार डान्सान हांव स्पेशल कथक शिकता.
ओके. येस, स्टीव, कॅन वी हॅव समथींग अबाउट यू ऑल्सो?
Okay, so my name is Steve Nathan Disa. I'm from the Rosary High School, Kujira, Bambolim. So I'm very thankful to Prudent Media Group for inviting me over here to share my experience with the audience. Yes.
तुमकां सगळ्यांक येवकार आमच्या स्टुडियोत. आनी कार्यावळ फुडें व्हरपाक आतां आमच्या जे भारत सरकाराचे सायंटिफीक प्रोग्राम्स आसात तातूंत नारोच असो दिल्लो आसा, जय विज्ञान जय अनुसंधान. जय विज्ञान म्हणजे सायन्स कितले श्रेष्ठ आसा आनी आमच्या जिवनाक ते कितलो ताचो उपयोग आसा. डे टू डे लायफान आमी कितले म्हणजे सगळें जें आमी करतात तातूंत विज्ञान खंय तरी आसतातच. आनी अनुसंधान म्हणजे डिस्कवरी. अनुसंधान म्हणजे नवें कितें तरी शोध लावप जातून आमचो संवसार आमी आनी फुडें बरे भशेन व्हरूंक पावतात. तर हे अनुसंधानाच्या मार्गाक लागिल्ले हे 3 आमचे गोंयचे भुरगे. सनद, पयलीं सनदाक आमी विचारुया. सनद, हो जो प्रोग्राम आसा जे तुमी इस्रोन वचून आयल्या, इस्रो म्हणजे आमकां फक्त दोळ्या फुडें दिसता रॉकेटां, सॅटेलायटां, इट्स अ ग्रेट थिंग. म्हाका सुद्दां खूब इच्छा आसा, पूण हांव सुद्दां म्हज्या लायफान कांय केन्ना पावूना. पण तुमी धाकटे भुरगे वचून आयले. इस्रो बद्दल, ह्या प्रोग्रामा बद्दल आमकां कितें तरी सांग. वॉट वॉज द प्रोग्राम अँड हाव यू वर सिलेक्टेड फॉर इट?
Okay, म्हणजे first of all, I would like to tell you that the program was meant only for the 9th standard people, I mean 9th standard students all over India for 29 states. And they had selected top 3 students. I mean, there was an exam conducted, there was a test conducted, and through that 3 students from each state were selected. And they were taken to the nearest ISRO space centers. Like Goa belongs to South India, and so we were taken to Kerala, which is VSSE. Other people were taken to either Bangalore or Ahmedabad or Sikkim.
Okay.
And what they did over there is that there were many senior scientists who interacted with us, so we got a lot of ideas and a lot of knowledge about space research center, I mean space research and all. We were also taken to the space facilities at Sriharikota, wherein we could see the rockets, we could see how they get built, we could see the satellites, everything we could see from A to Z, what is ISRO about. And there are many things which I could like tell you about the rocket launch and many things.
म्हाका तूं सांग ब्रिजाली की तुका विज्ञानान आवड आसाच म्हणून तूं हांगा पर्यंत वचून आयलें, पण अंतरिक्ष म्हणजे जे स्पेस रिसर्च आसा तातूंत तुका कितली आवड आशिल्ली म्हणजे हाऊ डीड यू रीच हियर हांगा पर्यंत तूं पावपाक एक व्हडलो पराक्रम तो सो तुका स्पेस रिसर्चान भितर जे अंतरिक्ष विज्ञान आसा तातूंत कितली आवड आशिल्ली आय मीन कशें पावलें तूं हांगा
माझे म्हटल्यार सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस जालो ते ह्या प्रोग्रामाचो 50% अकॅडमिक्स आनी 50% करिक्युलर एक्टिविटीज आणि म्हाज्यो ज्यो करिक्युलर एक्टिविटीज आसल्यो त्यो म्हटल्यार डान्स स्पोर्ट क्विज एलोकेशन ह्यो म्हाज्यो करिक्युलर एक्टिविटीज
म्हणजे तांणी ऑल रावंड पळयताले फक्त सायन्स आनी स्पेस इतलेंच न्ही इट वॉज नॉट अबाउट जनरल नॉलेज इट वॉज अबाउट यू एज अ पर्सनॅलिटी बरोबर
सगळ्यांचेरूच हे आसलें फक्त अभ्यासाचेरूच म्हटल्यार अभ्यासाच्या वयल्यान आमचें सिलेक्शन जावना बाकीचे अदर एक्टिविटीज ज्यो आमी करता स्कुलान म्हटल्यार प्रोजेक्ट धर मागीर स्पोर्ट्स धर तेजेर म्हटल्यार आमचें सिलेक्शन आसलें आनी म्हाका स्पेसान आवड आसली म्हटल्यार थंय कितें तरी आसता कशें तरी आसता म्हटल्यार म्हाका तें म्हटल्यार कळोंक जाल्लें कशें तरी आसता
आवडटा टेलिस्कोपांतल्यान पळयलें
हय म्हटल्यार आमकां स्कुलान एक प्रोग्राम ऑर्गनायज केल्लो आमच्या स्कुलान आनी ते आमी पळयल्ले स्टार्स बी ते पळयल्ले आनी म्हाका म्हटल्यार स्पेसा बद्दल म्हटल्यार चड नॉलेज जाय आसली म्हटल्यार कितें तरी आसतलें थंय कशें तरी म्हाका फक्त इतलेंच खबर आसलें की स्पेसान सोलार सिस्टमा स्टार्स प्लॅनेट्स इतलेच बाकीचे भायले जे आसले ते म्हाका तितलें खबर नासलें पण आतां ह्या प्रोग्रामाक वचोन म्हाका ते लेक्चर्स दिले मागीर इंटरेक्शन जालें तेंच्या भितर म्हाका इतली म्हटल्यार खूब नॉलेज मेळ्ळी स्पेसा बद्दल युनिवर्स गॅलेक्सी स्टार्स प्लॅनेट्स हेच्या बद्दल खूबच नॉलेज मेळ्ळी की म्हाका ती स्कुलाच्या टायमार मेळची नासली पूण त्या प्रोग्रामाक वचोन म्हाका ती इतली नॉलेज मेळ्ळ्या
ओके गुड गुड Steve, tell me one thing. What was the team, the team Goa, which was taken to ISRO? You had 3 of the team. So once you reached at which place in Kerala? Trivandrum, Thiruvananthapuram. Okay. How was the atmosphere there, and how was the entire team?
Yeah, so Kerala is, if you talk about Kerala, I mean, it's more like, it reminds you it's kind of like Goa. It reminds you of the culture, the people over there.
And all the coconut trees.
Yeah, yeah. So when I went there, first when we were they sent pickup to pickup.
Okay.
I came by train. I mean, halfway I came by train from Kochi. So
the entire program was sponsored.
Yeah,
it was government sponsored.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they picked me up from the train station, and I don't know this guy who came to pick me up. He was actually a scientist. He was a senior scientist.
Okay.
And he was quite a down-to-earth person, and he volunteered to take our bags. We thought
first you thought scientists have big hair like Einstein.
Yeah. So he volunteered to take our bag and my bag, and then and then when we reached the center, he told us that he was a scientist. Yeah. And then when we went there, we registered ourselves. I mean, you have to put down your registration. So then after that, the people also there. We had 3 mentors over there. So they took care of us. They managed us very well. So so this is about Kerala. This is how Kerala as a state. I mean, this is what opinion I had about everything I saw.
Okay, Sanad, I would very much interested in knowing about this government program, the Yuvika, the Yuva Vigyan Karyakram. Can you share a few inputs of the program? I think you also have the booklet.
Yeah, this was the brochure that they gave. I mean, all information is included in this. The way I would like to start was that the Yuva Vigyan Karyakram is like the young scientist seminars or the young scientist programs. So there are like specially for students wherein they select the students, the all-rounder students, they take into their centers.
It is specially for kids like you.
Kids like us.
Scientists, young scientists like you to get exposed to space.
Yes. Okay. So they take us there and I mean they show the facility, they show how India is growing, I mean in the space research centers and all, and they give us an idea of career. So that in future if we want to join, I mean if we want to join ISRO and the space research centers, we could go in ISRO and we could do how they told us. Like they have IIST, that is Indian Space Research Organization and all. So we can go there, we can learn and we can be scientists. Like them.
ब्रिजाली तुका आता तू इस्रो वचून आयला इस्रो म्हणजे सायंटिस्टांची सगळ्यान व्हडले म्हणजे आमी कितें म्हणटा सायंटिस्टांची काशी इस्रो इज अ ह्यूज प्लेस सो थंय वचून येतकच तुका आतां कितें दिसता हाऊ डू यू फील अबाउट स्पेस तुका कितली आवड आतां वाडली किंवा तुज्या लायफान तुका आतां फुडें कितें करूंक जाय अशें दिसता
सगळ्यात पयलीं म्हटल्यार म्हाजें जें पयलें एम्बिशन आसलें तें टिचर हें म्हाजें पयलें एम्बिशन आनी ह्या प्रोग्रामाक वचोन थंय म्हाका जी नॉलेज मेळ्ळा खबर आहा आनी जे आमी इंटरेक्शन केल्लें म्हटल्यार डिस्टिंग्वीश सायंटिस्ट तेंच्या वांगडा इंटरेक्शन केल्लें आमकां खूब ते लेक्चर्स दिल्ले त्या लेक्चरा पासून म्हाका खूबच नॉलेज मेळ्ळा आनी म्हाजो तो इंट्रस्ट जो आतां स्पेसान वाडला तितून स्पेसान म्हटल्यार स्पेसान जी कितें कितें आसता तितून म्हाजो तो इंट्रस्ट तो चड वाडला आनी आतां म्हाका दिसता की टिचरूच कित्याक जावंक जाय सायंटिस्ट जावंक कित्याक मेळना म्हटल्यार सायन्स प्रोफेसर कित्याक जावंक मेळना आनी आतां म्हाका दिसता की हांवें टिचरीचो एम्बिशन सोडला आनी आतां म्हटल्यार म्हाका सायन्सान म्हाजें करियर फुडें व्हरपाक
ना तू ॲक्च्युअली दोनूय करू शकता सायंटिस्टूय जा आनी सायंटिस्ट ऑल्सो टीच युनिवर्सिटी सो यू कॅन बोथ डू बोथ तू खंयचोय एम्बिशन तुजो सॅक्रिफायस करू नाका सायंटिस्ट जा पूण टिचिंग ऑल्सो विल बी अ पार्ट ऑफ इट
पूण आतां म्हाजें चडशें म्हटल्यार म्हाजो चड कितें म्हणटा तें
आवड,
इंट्रस्ट जो वाडला तो सायन्सान वाडला
Science
म्हणून
सान.
आतां
Very
म्हाका
good.
म्हाजें करियर जें आसा तें सायन्सान कंटिन्यू
कंटिन्यू
करपाक
करपा
जाय
जाय इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ space research. Good, very good, excellent. What about you? What is your now when you have been there before and afterwards? What are the difference you feel?
So before I went there, actually I knew about these rockets. I knew about, but my interest was mostly in I used to like aircrafts and how they used to fly. I used to play simulators related to aircrafts. And also I was quite fascinated about satellites. Because I also wanted to in the future I also wanted to do something related to which involves satellites. So going there to be with those to get lectures from those scientists, it was quite a big thing for me, and I gained a lot. They taught us a lot. They had a lot of interactive sessions with us. Every doubt we had, they tried to clear it in whatever possible way they could. And so this program was
It boosted your personality.
Yeah, it boosted personality.
ऑन अदर सायड एक आसा आमची सुर्ला सामको रिमोट गांव आसा सुर्ला गोंयचे सामके एंडाक म्हणलें येता थंयच्यान आमचे ब्रिजाली आयिल्ले आसा पण आमचो सनद पणजेच्यान आसा सो हातून तशें कांयच डिफरन्स ना तुमी पळोवंक शकतात हो जो युविका कार्यक्रम आसा सगळ्या भुरग्यांक जातून आवड आसा दे कॅन इक्वली बी रिप्रेझेंटेड देर अशें न्ही की तुमी खंय तरी पयस रावतात शारान तुमी खेड्यान रावतात तशें कांयच ना तुमचो इंट्रस्ट आनी तुमची जी आवड आसा तुमची पर्सनॅलिटी आसा हाजेर हो प्रोग्राम सगळो डिपेंडंट आसा पूण सनद एक एडिशनल एडवांटेज तुका मेळ्ळा तुमच्या स्कुलान हेडगेवारान अटल टिंकरिंग लॅब आसा सो अटल टिंकरिंग लॅबाचें कनेक्शन हाका कितें तुका कशें जालें बरें जालें
Connection म्हणजे like not of that sort, but due to Atal Tinkering Labs, I could make my project, which is the smart headlights for vehicles, which is you had, and which was selected by Niti Aayog for all over India. So I stood first due to that project in all over India for science technologies. And due to that, UNICEF and all awarded me, and I have put that first thing in my
as your biodata.
Yeah, as my biodata, and due to that I got selected. I mean there were percentages.
So it was a step towards the success.
Yeah, it was a step towards the success because this was a national level. So at like state level they had various percentage, at national level various, and international level various. So national level I got something 90%, and due to that selection was easy.
Nathan, I wanted to ask you one question. You have represented Goa on an India level, on a national level. You have met people from all over India, young people as old as you only. So what do you feel about the intelligence level, I would say? Does Goa lack anything, or are we on par, or what should we do better on the national level?
So when we went there, first of all, the people, those who came over there from all the other states, they were not like, they came from different backgrounds. Everyone don't have interest in space technology, but they all were keen to learn something about space, and they were all down to earth people. Nobody was proud or anything. Comparing Goa to the other states, Goa at least we had some influence about we knew more about technology.
How much was the support from your educational institutions, from your schools?
Our schools, my school, our teachers really push us forward. They want us to do the best we can. Yeah, and because of for me, I got many opportunities because of my teachers, and I could put that on my this thing, on my on the card where you had to fill in the form. And so because of backed by the institute.
आणि ब्रिजाली तुका स्कुलाचो बी सगळो सपोर्ट आशिल्लोच आसतलो पण तुका घरच्यान कसो सपोर्ट जालो
पेरेंट्सांनी
म्हणजे हांव कित्याक विचारता स्पेशली पेरेंट्स काय तुजे स्पेसान ना दे आर नॉट इन स्पेस दे आर नॉट सायंटिस्ट तरी पूण तूं पावलें आनी गोंयचें नांव उज्वल करून आयलें सो तुजे घरकारांनी तुका तुज्या फॅमिलीन तुका भरपूर सपोर्ट केला आसतलो सो कशें कितें
म्हटल्यार सगळ्यांक पयलीं म्हाका हेडमास्टरान सांगलेलें की हांव ह्या प्रोग्रामा खातीर सिलेक्ट जालें आनी हेडमास्टरान म्हाजें नांव ह्या प्रोग्रामा खातीर दिल्लें आनी म्हाका हेडमास्टरान टिचरींनी मागीर म्हाज्या सरांनी खुबूच हेल्प केली पूण पेरंट्सा कडल्यान म्हाका चड सपोर्ट मेळ्ळो कित्याक म्हजी पेरंट्स चड शिकोना तिकली पूण तेंच्यांनी म्हाका इतलो सपोर्ट केलो की म्हाका तेंच्यांनी सांगलें की चड भिवपाची गरज ना की थंय वचून हांवें कितें तरी शिकपाक जाय कितें तरी नॉलेज घेवपाक जाय भिवपाची कांयच गरज ना इतलें म्हटल्यार तेंच्यांनी अशें म्हाका इतलो सपोर्ट केलो की त्या टायमार म्हाजो तो भंय आसलो तो कमी जालो पूण भंय आसलोच म्हाका कित्याक थंय नवो प्रोग्राम आनी म्हटल्यार हांव त्या प्रोग्रामाक फर्स्ट फावटी हांव पेरंट्साकू पयस रावला.
ओके.
आतां म्हाजो
ब्रिजाली, हांव तुका मुद्दम सांगूंक सोदता तुजो कॉन्फिडन्स वाडोवपाक. ही आमची जी कल्पना चावला आशिल्ली, सगळ्यांनी तिचें नांव आयकलां. ती एक ल्हानशेच गांवांतल्यान आशिल्ली. शी वॉज फ्रॉम अ स्मॉल विलेज आनी तिका आकाशांतले तारे पळोवंक आवडटाले आनी तिच्या आवय बापायन तिका प्रोत्साहन केलें आनी तिका फुडें व्हेलें आनी आज ती आतां ती नक्षत्रां भितर विलीन जाल्या, पूण ती खंय पावली म्हणून तुमकां खबर आसा. सो आमकां अशें न्ही की आमी खंयच्यान बॅकग्रावंडान येयल्या तें इम्पॉर्टंट न्ही, आमी फुडें वचून कितें करतले दॅट इज मोर इम्पॉर्टंट. आय वूड से इट इज ऑलवेज इम्पॉर्टंट. आतां आमी जे तुमचो प्रोग्राम आशिल्लो ताजे बद्दल सगळें तुमी सांगलें. आतां सनत म्हाका सांग, टेल मी ऑन हाऊ वॉज द प्रोग्राम कंडक्टेड, वॉट वेर द लेवल्स? I mean, you went there. What were the different activities you all did?
Okay, the activities were like in a different paths. So, like first of all, there were various interactions. There were various lectures. I mean, very down to earth lectures with us by the senior scientists.
Okay.
Like
Lectures were on what topic?
Various topics like satellites were there, then solar system was there, then about
space and astronomy.
Space, astronomy, even your daily life things, everything.
Personality development.
Yeah, so each person, I mean each scientist from different fields, they came to us and they interacted for like 15 days. So the first activity in the morning was lectures, then there were visits. Like VSSC is Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, and that was the main point, I mean the main place from where ISRO started. Because finally the man behind ISRO is Vikram Sarabhai sir, and due to that there's a huge campus over there, VSSC campus. And over there VSSC, I mean this VSSC part is actually meant for making launch vehicles, which are the rockets. So we were very lucky to go and see this various facilities over there. Then there's a main block of ISRO where there were lectures again, and there were cultural programs for us. So everything was like
properly set up.
Properly set up, like fixed timetable. And the time schedule was very tight. I mean, there was not like waste of time, nothing of that sort. Every moment was an exciting, a glorious moment. So we enjoyed it a lot. And they were
Did
like,
you go around Thiruvananthapuram also?
Yeah, they had all the trips, you know,
city
like
sightseeing.
beach. We went to beach, then we went to cities. Like
So it was a nice,
fun.
enjoyable trip.
Yes.
Okay, so you all went also to the launch center.
Launch
That
center,
is
yeah.
Sri Harikota.
Correct.
ब्रिजाली, म्हाका सांग, श्री हरिकोटा बद्दल थोडें. आमी फक्त ते टीव्हीचेर पळयतात जेन्ना कितें तरी रॉकेट लॉन्च करता आनी सॅटेलायट धाडटात. आमी काय कोण पावूना. तुमी पावून आयले, आमकां सांगात कितें ताजे बद्दल.
श्री हरिकोटा हे आंध्र प्रदेशान, आनी श्री हरिकोटाचो फूल फॉर्म श्री हरिकोटाचो शार. आनी थंय आमकां वचोन पयलीं आमी इस्रोच्या चेअरमॅनाक मेळ्ळी आनी तेंच्यांनी आमकां मेडल दिल्लें.
ओके, मेडलूय दिलें.
इस्रोच्या चेअरमॅनाक.
प्राउड ऑफ यू, वी आर प्राउड ऑफ यू. गोंयचे भुरगे मेडल घेवन आयले इस्रो कडेन. इट्स अ रियली ग्रेट थिंग. कॉंग्रॅच्युलेशन्स ऑल थ्री ऑफ यू.
थँक्यू.
येस.
आनी मागीर आमचे जे डाउट्स म्हणजे क्वेश्चन जाल्ले आमचे कडेन, ते म्हटल्यार आमकां कितें डाउट्स आसले ते आमी त्या सरा कडेन क्लियर केले आनी तेंच्यांनी आमकां ते सगळे क्वेश्चनाची डाउट्साची आन्सरां दिली. आनी मागीर दुसऱ्या दिसाक आमी थंय एक रॉकेट लॉन्च पळयल्लें, सावंडींग रॉकेट लॉन्च. तेंचे रोहिणी 200. आनी तो एक म्हाजो रियल एक्सपिरियन्स, म्हणजे स्वता हांवें ते एक रॉकेट लॉन्च जाता आसतना पळयल्लें. आनी श्री हरिकोटा एक असं म्हटल्यार टोटल इंडियन एकूच लॉन्च सॅटेलायट लॉन्च सेंटर हा टोटल इंडियन. आनी थंय आमी एक रॉकेट लॉन्च पळयल्लें आनी तो म्हाजो एक खरो एक रियल एक्सपिरियन्स. म्हणजे पिक्चरांनी पळयता, सिरियलांनी पळयता एक ते वेगळे, खरेंच आमी एक ते म्हटल्यार ते व्हडले रॉकेट न्हू, पूण एक मॉडल स्मॉल, पूण तो रॉकेट लास्टाक न्हू, ते स्वताच्या दोळ्यांनी पळोवप म्हटल्यार एक
ग्रेट थिंग, ग्रेट एक्सपिरियन्स. So, तू सामकें happy. Yeah. So, Steve, I will come to you. Steve, let me know a little bit about the ISRO's next program, which is a huge program now. All over there is lot of publicity, and even the education system, the schools, even Goan schools have been requested or advised to implement the know-how of this program to the kids. So, I'm talking about Chandrayaan 2. So, I think you learned a lot about Chandrayaan 2 also when you went to this trip. Can you share a little bit with our audience?
Okay, so basically when we went to the Sri Harikota, they showed us the launch vehicle that was going to, you know, on which the Chandrayaan 2, the payloads would be installed on.
So you saw the
craft. Yeah, we saw only one stage of it. And also when we came back, we had a robotics design session. So basically over there they showed us the prototype of the rover that they are sending to the moon. So the actual prototype we were able to see.
Okay.
And also, Chandrayaan
Steve,
2.
what will be the Chandrayaan 2 mission? What is it about?
So Chandrayaan 2 will basically be, they will be sending another, another mission to the moon.
Yeah.
So this time it will include a satellite as well as a lander,
Okay.
A rover. So basically, they're meant to conduct tests on the moon.
Okay.
And then, like with their, I mean, with their knowledge, they will one day, you know, they'll gear up to, you know, make moon a colony. I mean, that's
Of
not
course,
their
of
plan.
course.
They have not told us that that's their plan, but I mean, they could be
5
gearing up for
countries
that.
of the world have already planned it.
Yeah.
So it's like India is one of them.
Yeah.
Russia is there. Then France. There are 5 countries. US who have
Yeah.
already planned a
Yeah.
colony on the moon. So it's not like a skeptical thing. It is coming.
Yeah, it is coming, yeah.
And maybe you will be a part of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sanad, I'll ask you one question. Important question.
Yes.
Now you are in your 10th standard.
Yeah.
This year you are your 10th standard. I hope, or it's your dreams, you will be going into space research and all. In 10 years, where do you see India in space?
Now, as per like we went to ISRO, we saw the facilities, and as compared to other things, I feel like ISRO is like it's on the path of
On
the path of going very far,
Yes.
and I feel like ISRO is gonna be the topmost in along all the
Because
things.
ISRO also launches many NASA
Yeah, actually,
satellites.
because like ISRO is the, I mean, the Sriharikota or India especially is like only the country wherein it gives like other countries, it launches the other countries'
Satellites,
vehicles
yes.
in a cheap price.
Cheap price.
Whereas in NASA and all, if you go,
It's
like
expensive.
very expensive, like the Falcon and all. So it's like India has become a very good spot of launching your rockets and all.
So India is coming up in space.
Very, yeah, it's coming. It's developed. It's developing very fastly.
सो तूं म्हाका सांग की जर इंडिया इतलें डेव्हलप जावपाक आसा स्पेसान इट इज गोइंग टू डेव्हलप तूं तातूंत खंय आसतलें वेर वील यू बी तुजें कितें ड्रीम आसा हाऊ वील यू फिट इन टू द इंडियन स्पेस प्रोग्राम बिकॉज तूं ऑलरेडी इस्रोन वचून आयला फर्स्ट स्टेप आतां फुडें खूब वतलें ते आमचे गुड विशेस आसात तुजे कडेन सो वॉट डू यू फील इंडिया वूड यू लायक टू कंटिन्यू इन स्पेस
हो म्हाका तितली उमेद आसा स्पेसान आनी म्हाका म्हटल्यार हांवें तुमकां पयलीं सांगलें की म्हाका सायन्सान कंटिन्यू करपाचें पूण म्हाका चान्स मेळ्ळो इस्रोन वचपाक जाल्यार हांव शुवर वयतलें
तुका कितें दिसता आमच्या गव्हर्मेंटान आमच्या एज्युकेशन सिस्टमान हे तुमी तीग जाणां हे म्हणजे नॉलेज घेवन आयले हे सगळे गोंयान पावोवपाक वॉट आवर गव्हर्मेंट कॅन डू वॉट डू यू फील should we have programs like exchange programs, take kids to NASA, take kids to ISRO and all these programs, schoolanनी satellites, space, हाजे बद्दल वाडोवपाक जाय knowledge. What do you feel? तुमकां कितें दिसता?
Like
Should content be increased?
So either they may have workshops and all, like people from ISRO, there are like many senior scientists who work there. So either once a senior scientist from a great field can come to us, either schools which are requested, they can have workshops like 2 to 3 days. He can explain everything, he can bring some models like, or he can also show about the career that they can do in space research.
Okay. तर आज तुम्ही आमच्या स्टुडिओन आयले हांगा आणि तुमचे जे अचिवमेंट आसा ते सगळे गोंयान सगळ्या भुरग्यां बरोबर शेअर केले सगळे स्कुलांतले टिचरी हे प्रोग्राम पळयता आसतले आवय बापूय हे प्रोग्राम पळयता आसतले तांच्या पर्यंत तुमी एक मेसेज पावयली सो तुमकां थँक्यू म्हणचे पयलीं एक हांव मुद्दम आमच्या दर्शकांक परत सांगूंक सोदतां की आमच्या इस्रोन जे युविका युवा विज्ञान कार्यक्रम हाज्या खाला जो प्रोग्राम केल्लो ऑल इंडिया लेवलाचो 108 भुरगे ऑल इंडिया लेवलाचे सिलेक्ट जाल्ले आनी तातूंतले 3 हे आमचे गोंयचे भुरगे जे इस्रोन वचून सॅटेलायट स्पेस एस्ट्रॉनॉमी आनी हे जे विज्ञान आसा जे अंतराळाचें विज्ञान आसा हाजे खूब शिकून आयले सो हे आमचे जी ही ज्ञानाची गंगा सुरू जाल्या ही अशीच चालू उरपाक जाय अशीच व्हांवपाक जाय आमचो सरकार भारत सरकार इस्रो खूब उच्च दर्जार आज पावयल्ले आसा मंगलयान चंद्रयान हे तुमी थोडेशे आयकले आसतले पूण आनी खूब प्रोग्राम फुडें जावपाचे आसा आदित्य हे सुर्या कडेन सुद्दां वचपाचें मिशन आमचे भारत सरकार थ्रू इस्रो रोखडें करपाचें आसा आनी तेन्ना जेन्ना इतले स्पेस रिसर्च इंडियन चालू आसा तेन्ना आमची भुरगीं आनी आमचे भारतीय लोक कित्याक ताज्या पासून पयस रावपाचे सो इन द एंड एक तुमी कोण मेसेज दिवंक सोदतात तुमच्या सारके सगळे फ्रेंड्स जो प्रोग्राम पळयता कॅन यू गिव अ मेसेज स्टीव टू ऑल द अदर किड्स हू आर वॉचिंग दिस प्रोग्राम
Okay, so basically, do not focus mostly. I mean, what the aim of the program was not to get kids who are, only good in academics. They wanted people who are all round. So I mean, academics will take you to some place, but also you must enroll in other programs which will stimulate your mind. So parents and teachers must, they must like convince their students that you must do other things as well, because the form that we were given to fill did not only include academics. Like they asked whether you were part of a science club, any sports activities. So they were looking for all rounders.
Yes.
So yeah. So I mean, it's a message to tell.
You should be yourself.
Yeah.
And go ahead in knowledge and science.
Even if it's not in the sector of space, do whatever you feel, do whatever you love.
It will help you. तर आज तुमकां सगळ्यांक देव बरें करूं म्हणचे पयलीं हांकां सगळ्यांक थँक्यू म्हणया. आनी ही आमची गोंयची भुरगीं यंग सायंटिस्टूच न्ही, आमचे फुडें एक ड्रीम आसा. एक सुनीता विलियम्स, एक नील आर्मस्ट्रॉंग आनी एक राकेश शर्मा आमचे हांगा गोंयचे आमचे स्टुडियोन आज आयिल्ले आसात. तांकां ऑल द बेस्ट म्हणया. आनी सगळे जे गोंयचे भुरगे आसा जांकां आवड आसा विज्ञानांत, अंतरिक्ष ज्ञानात, तांकां सगळ्यांक हांव सांगता की तुमी फुडें येयात. हो प्रोग्राम जो युविका प्रोग्राम आसा, तो विज्ञान कार्यक्रम आसा इस्रोचो, हो प्रत्येक वर्सा जातलो आतां. ही तिनूच भुरगीं वचून आयलीं आनी जालें अशें कांयच ना. हें एवरी इयर चालू उरतलें. तुमी सगळे हातूंत भाग घेयात, इंट्रस्ट दाखयात. आनी भारत सरकार आज खूब फुडें पाविल्ले आसात. चंद्रयान, मंगलयान हें सगळें तुमी आयकलां. आतां आमचे सुर्या कडेन मिशन्स, आदित्य मिशन्स फुडें जावपाचे आसात. आनी खूब प्रगती. इंडिया वन ऑफ द 7 कंट्रीज आसा ज्यांनी चंद्राचेर कॉलनी बांदपाची एक तयारी सुरू केल्ली आसा. सो आमी फाटीं रावचे न्हय, फक्त दुर्बिणींतल्यान चंद्र पळोवचो न्हय, आमी वचून येवचे चंद्रार, अशें तुमी मनान घट करात. आनी विज्ञानान इंट्रस्ट दवरात. देव बरें करूं.